Hey YouTube, just an update on 68 Mustang. I've installed the TMI Pro Series seats along with Seatbelt Solutions 3-point seatbelt setup, and both products are a quality product. The TMI seats are exceeded my expectations. They are really nice seats, quite comfortable, nice bolstering in them. They look correct. I opted for the deluxe interior. I'm going to make this a deluxe 68 when I'm all done. It wasn't originally, but I'm going to upgrade to that. Overall, really nice product for the seats. Seat belts went in well. So I just wanted to go over a couple things on what I came across combining those two products together and how the install went. So here's what the seat looks like from the under chassis of it. So far I haven't seen anyone do a review of this. The slides come with the seat, and you have to bolt them on a couple of minutes, not even. 3/16 Allen. There's 4 locations, one at each leading edge. You can't see this because you have to manipulate the track. And then the adapter bracket plate, which is this guy right here, which I've read some very minimal reviews saying people had problems with the fitment of them. I can't say that I had any issues. There's a little bit of heat distortion from when they welded it, but very minor. It went together, no problem. They slide onto these studs right here. They provide the hardware, you bolt them down, it's all good. Also read comments about people kind of complaining about the price of them, and you know, yeah, I disagree. I think for the time that it would take you to make custom brackets, I think they're spot on. I mean, I would, if I made brackets for this seat, adapter brackets, it would take me some time, and these come pre-finished. So I don't know. I think they're worth every cent, to be honest. I ran into some issues not related to either manufacturer's product, but combining the two. I have very long legs. My legs, I'm 6'3" and I'm all legs, so I want the seat back, and I want the ability to slide it all the way back. I don't know that I will drive with it that way, but what I ran into was a conflict between the chassis of the seat. I'm gonna just fold the seat forward here, and this seat belt mounting point, which you need to shim these out a little bit off of the pan. And this part of the chassis here, as it slid back, it ran into this bolt. And again, I think if this was in a stock vehicle, stock seats, no issue. If you didn't have such long legs and you didn't care, then I don't think it would matter, but I want to be able to slide this thing all the way back. So what I ended up doing was shimming up the chassis of the seat. So if you, I don't know if you can see it or not, and these are just mocked up, so they're just tacked in right now. I cut some Schedule 40 pipe and just tacked them in. I made 3/8 of an inch shims, which you still have more than enough stud coming off the adapter plates down through the Mustang pan, the seat pan, to get the full bolt and then some, excuse me, the full nut is fully engaged and a little bit more. So no issues there. You're not skimping on anything if you shim that. And by putting that 3/8 shim in, it clears that stud back here, no problem. I had no issue with it whatsoever then. And when I pull this seat out, I will finish welding those up and then just give it some satin black and be done with it. So now on to the Seatbelt Solutions seatbelt system. Again, nice system. I can show you the page of the instructions specific. They have a couple of different options. This is 68 fastback, obviously. So here they're showing you one option. This is the option I went with. Use the stock anchor bolt locate or stock seat belt location, upwards and lower, and then you bolt this to the floor. Their kit provides you with some washers, oversized washers to the floor. I'm sure that would be fine. And all this is intended to be put into a car that's, you know, up and running and has all its finishes in it. So welding's not really something that would be great to do. But since I don't have that issue, I upped the game a little bit and did some modifications to improve that. There are other options for coupe and fastbacks prior to that give you a shoulder mount location. And that's what this hardware here is for. But anyway, I went with the stock 68 system. So a couple things when I did this, right, wrong, or indifferently, I made a heavier plate. This plate is underneath the pan. And what I'm gonna do, well, right now it's just bolted through. So on the floor, I'm gonna drill some holes and plug weld this to the pan, and then obviously it's bolted through. So this will be plug welded to the pan from underneath. I'll drill through the floor pan and then plug weld it in. Then I made this, and basically I modified their bracket, and I welded the bolt on just for ease of application. So the orientation that I have this in this car on this side is like this, as you can see here. And I did that just to make it a little bit easier. You could do it more concealed, I think, and do a cleaner job. And I'm sure come up with a million different ways to do this. This is just how I did it. And then on this front piece, I wanted this to have some mobility. I didn't want it to be, you know, really hard set. So I don't know if you can see, I put in a bolt with a nut on it, and that nut, you can snug that down against the embedded anchor point. So this is what it looks like. So you thread that in and then just tighten this nut down against it, and that gives that some mobility. And then the top anchor point, which I don't know if you can see. Yeah, and yeah, it looks good. So overall, I mean, sitting in the car, it works really well. It's easy and comfortable. And they're talking about, you know, moving this over to this other location if, you know, you wanted more room. Really, if you put people in the back seat in this car, you're desperate or you don't like those people. So one or the other. So anyway, overall, like I said, quality is really nice, and a couple of hiccups here. The passenger side, I won't have any problems with because this seat doesn't need to go back that far. Because I obviously driving, if my wife was driving the car, which she will be all the time, if I'm in a passenger seat, I don't care. So anyway, that's where we're at today, guys. Hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate, and certainly if you liked the video, let me know, and yeah, keep on trucking here. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.